अस्सलाम वालेकुम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू। स्टैंडर्ड 7th इंग्लिश। आज इसमें हम देखेंगे चैप्टर 1.3 द लिटिल गर्ल्स आर वाइजर दैन ओल्ड पीपल। तो इसमें सबसे पहले हम देखते हैं इट वॉज an early Easter. In the yard lay snow and rills run down the village. A large puddle had run down from manure pile into the lane between two frames. And at this puddle two girls, one elder than the other, had met. Both of them had been dressed by their mothers in a new clothes. The little girls had blue dress and the yellow one with a design. Both had their heads wrapped in a kerchief. After prayer in the church, the two girls went to the puddle, where they showed their new dress to each other and began to play. They wanted to splash in the water. The little girl started to go into the puddle with her shoes, but the elder girl said to her, "Don't go, Malasha, your mother will scold you. I will take off my shoes and you do the same." The little girl took off their shoes, raised their skirts and walked through the puddle towards each other. Malasha stepped in up to her ankles and said, "It is deep, Akulka. I am afraid." "Never mind," she replied. "It will not be any deeper. Come straight toward me." They come closer to each other. Akulka said, "Malasha, took out and do not splash it up, but walk softly." She had barely said that when Malasha plumped her foot into the water and bespaded. Akulka's new dress, and not only her dress but also her nose and eyes. When Akulka saw the spot on her dress, she grew angry at Malasha and scolded her and ran after her and wanted to strike her. Malasha was frightened and, seeing what trouble she had caused, jumped out of the puddle and ran home. Akulka's mother passed by. She saw her daughter's dress bespaded and soiled. "Where occurs one, did you get yourself so dirty? Malasha has purposely splashed it on me." Akulka's mother grabs Malasha and gives her a knock on the nape of her neck. Malasha began to howl, and her mother ran out of the house. "Why do you strike my daughter?" she began to scold her neighbor. One's word brought back another, and the woman began to quarrel. The man too ran out, and a big quarrel gathered in the street. All were crying and nobody could hear neighbor. They scolded and crushed each other. One man gave another man a push and a fight had begun. When Akulka's grandmother came out, she stepped in the midst of the peasants and began to talk to them. "What are you doing, dear ones? Consider the holiday. This is a time for rejoicing. And see what sin you are doing." They paid no attention to the old woman and almost knocked her off her feet. She would never have stopped them if it had not been for Akulka and Malasha. While the woman exchanged words, Akulka whipped off her dress and went back to the puddle in the lane. She picked up a pebble and began to scratch the ground so as let the water off in the street. While she was scratching, Malasha came up and began to help her. She picked up a chip and widened the reel. The peasant had begun to fight just as the water went down the reel towards the place where the old woman was trying to separate the man. The girls ran, one from one side of the reel, the other from the other side. "Look out, Malasha, look out!" shouted Akulka. Malasha wanted to say something herself but could not speak for laughter. The girls were running and laughing at a chip which was bobbing up and down the reel. They ran straight into the crowd of the peasants. The old woman saw them and said to the peasants, "Shame on you before God, man. You have started a fight on account of these two girls, and they have long ago forgotten it. The dear children have been playing nicely together. They are wiser than you." The man looked at the girl and they felt ashamed. Then they laughed at themselves and scattered to their farms. Count Leo and Tolstoy, adapted from the translation by Leo Wiesner.